So what happened in there? Were you surprised at the outcome?
Not very surprised. I mean, it was somewhat surprising to see all the attention and the fact that we're not charged with anything related to the shooting right now. So this was just a standard first appearance as it relates to a robbery charge.
Talk about why he turned himself in yesterday.
Well, we turned ourselves in because we're here to say, we're willing to face the charges, whatever they might be. The charges that we're currently facing are not the charges that y'all are here for. So, in an abundance of caution and the safety of my client, we felt it was appropriate to self-surrender on this unrelated matter.
What do you make of the fact that Riviera Beach Police put out a press release last night with your client's name saying he is the one who shot at police?
Well, I think it's extremely confusing. If they have evidence to support an arrest, they should arrest my client. At this time, as you all see, there is no current charge pending as it relates to this allegation of the shooting in Riviera Beach on Monday.
You mentioned the safety of your client. That was because there's a huge manhunt for him, I would assume?
Of course. I mean, the allegations speak for themselves. If we have any expectations of how Tavis would be treated, we wanted to make sure that we had as much control over the self-surrendering process as possible.
Can you tell us a little bit about Tavis? We know he's a young man, just turned 18.
He's a young man that quite honestly is extremely scared at this particular moment, as you would expect with all the attention and his name being involved in this. He steadfastly denies being involved in this shooting. We maintain his innocence as it relates to that, but it's somewhat awkward to maintain innocence to something that there are no current charges pending.
It's obviously whoever did it was someone who was very brave criminal shooting like that at police. I mean, is he that kind of a person?
I've seen no indication as far as his personality, and this is what I do for a living. Tavis is a respectful young man who has listened to my counsel and will hopefully continue to listen to my counsel. It's difficult for me to speculate on charges that I have no basis to make any assumptions or conclusions, draw any conclusions without a factual narrative to support the charge.
Can you speculate based on his lengthy arrest record?
And what happens in the past is not relevant to what happens now. A lengthy record, but no gun offenses, nothing per se violent, and it's a juvenile record. So to comment on past history as an indicator of what currently is going on, I think is inappropriate and unfair to my client.